Hello, and welcome back to Film History This Week. I am your charming host, Daniel Radcliffe, but before Swiss Army Man, so you still take me a little bit seriously. This week, we are exploring the film Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which debuted on December 12th, 1967. And despite it sounding like a new sitcom on the TGIF block on ABC, it is all about RESPECT to all races in the US of A. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is about Joey Drayton, a young, free-spirited Caucasian female, and her newfound love, Dr. John Prentice, an older African-American male who meet in Hawaii. In a span of only 10 days, Joey and John fall deeply in love, and Joey is eager to bring John back to have dinner with her parents, a prospect that John has his reservations about, but he goes through with in the name of love. Either that or he's just really hungry. When they arrive at Joey's home, they meet her mother Christina, who at first seems very averse to the idea of the new couple, especially when they admit intentions to be married right away. But as the story progresses, she becomes their biggest proponent.
This is John.
Dr. Prentice. I'm so pleased to meet you.
Late for a golf date, or tea time, whatever you want to call it, Joey's father, Matt, comes home and quickly meets the new couple, not realizing that they are dating. Once he does, he cancels said tea time and is faced with a very heavy moral conundrum. He calls himself a very liberal man, but cannot seem to handle the news that his daughter has fallen for, as he so racially slurs it, a Negro. Oh, God, oh. Does anyone have any soap? Oh my God, I never want to say that again. Oh my God. Why would they put that in a script? Oh. Oh my goodness. Man. Dr. John's parents want to meet Joey as well and decide to fly up from LA to San Francisco that day. So guess who else is coming to dinner? They even say the title of the film in the movie. A moment that is always almost truly orgasmic for yours truly. Now, with the gang all here, the debate rages on about whether these two should have the blessing from each other's families. Inevitably, love wins out, and they all sit down to a racially neutral dinner of steaks and pie. GWCD stars Spencer Tracy in his last on-screen performance, Katharine Hepburn, Sidney Poitier, and Catherine Houghton in her feature film debut. It was directed by Stanley Kramer, who also made the film It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, which would go on to be the most incorrectly said title in the history of cinema. It's mad times 4, people. Anyway, this film came out in a time in which America was still in many ways much more racially divided than it is now. Or some may say that times have never changed, and that things are worse now than ever before. But that is a debate for another day and another video. I'm just not gonna go there. I'm sorry. In fact, during filming there were still 14 states that saw interracial marriage as illegal, a line that is echoed in the film itself.
Why, in 16 or 17 states, you'd be breaking the law. You'd be criminals.
The court case that overturned this was Loving versus Virginia on June 12, 1967. Also, this film was still being shown in theaters when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and features a reference to the Reverend that would be pulled away from any screenings afterwards at the behest of the studio.
I brought you the latest bulletin. Guess who's coming to dinner now?
The Reverend Martin Luther King.
Oh, Tilly.
For what it is worth, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is an important, albeit imperfect film. It has a strong message at a time when social tides were changing. Its voice very current for the times. In the final scene of the film, Spencer Tracy remarks,
"As for you two and the problems you're going to have, they seem almost unimaginable. But you'll have no problem with me."
as if to say the old system is gone, and there is a new system and a new way of being that we can all be a part of. This one single film did not fix all of the world's problems, but it stood strong with a story of love between any race. For that, we conclude this week in film history, and we raise a glass to salute Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. There's nothing in this. Why is there nothing in... See, there's nothing in this. Brian, I don't have a problem. I don't need to go to rehab. That is your thought.